Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, I know that I usually do live streams over gaming, over the variety of games I play. Like, that's what my main channel is about. It's mainly about gaming and everything, but today it's a little bit different. Today is my father's death anniversary, and he's been gone for 7 years now. So like this day is like really hard for me every year. So I decided that today, like I wrote a letter to him as if he was actually here, if he was still here, like I basically just wrote a letter to my father, because on this day, every single year, I have a lot of thoughts about it on this exact day for my dad's death anniversary. So I thought, why not just write it all down? I mean, obviously, like, this letter I wrote is handwritten front and back. And obviously, I can't write down every single thought I have, but I'm just covering, like, some of the thoughts that I had, on this day and what I mainly think about for my father. Because, like, no piece of paper, no letter can cover as much like things I think about for this day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read the letter. So I wrote, "Dear Dad, it has been 7 years since you left me. I still miss you no matter how many hours, days, weeks, months, or years passes by. No time defines when I'm done missing you, because it hasn't been the same without you. I knew you for 14 years of my life, and I am so grateful for every second I spent with you. You were my father, who was a hero to me. Some people think that you can move on from a death, but they wouldn't know since they'd never experienced it. Well, at least some of those people haven't who say that. I will probably never move on, because instead of moving on from your death, I learned to live without you, but I never like completely move on from your death. There's people besides me, such as your son, who is also my brother, named Spencer, my aunt, who is your sister, Lisa, your nephew, who is also my cousin, Philip, and then your niece, who is also my cousin, Jessica, and many other people who will keep your memory alive. What makes it harder is knowing you will not be there when I get my bachelor's, like when I graduate from UNI. You're not going to be there to walk me down the aisle for a wedding in the future. And not getting to know my boyfriend, who I'm currently with, is really hard, because I've always wanted you to know my boyfriend, who I've been with, who's been a big part of my life. So it sucks knowing that you will never get to know him. You were my best friends who happened to turn me into a tomboy and not being the average girl for like the girly girl interests. I know my brother Spencer and I never got to see you a lot due to living a bit away, but we know how much you loved us, because there was not a second we never had fun. We always had fun together. I still remember the last time I saw you. You were in so much pain to where you couldn't walk. And I had this vibe, this is my last time seeing my father. This is my last time seeing my dad alive. And then 2 months later, you died. It eases me knowing you're not in pain, because with all the suffering you had the last time I saw you, I was just thinking it'd be so much better if you weren't in pain. The one memory I still think of is when you noticed me wearing makeup for the first time, and you were so mad at me. But now that I think of it, you were just being protective of me and not wanting me to grow up, because no father wants their little girl to grow into a woman. It's hard to accept that. One thing I do miss is the smell of your food on the grill on the rooftop of your apartment that you'd always make for Spencer and I. I loved seeing you doing what you loved to do, which was cooking. I hope that you continue doing it up there, amazing everybody with your amazing talent, especially on grilled food such as chicken. I owe so much to you for the way you raised me. You always told me, do what makes me happy, or do what makes you happy, I changed and became a better person because of you. And even though I got abused by my biological mother for many years of my life, I just want to thank you for not being like that. And like, instead of hitting us, you would discipline us with love. You would discipline us with love by either grounding us, or you would sit down and try to resolve the issue that we had, because I know me and my younger brother always fought. So I really do thank you for not ever like laying a hand on us. That's love. You taught me a lot, and I thank you for that. I love you and will forever miss you. When my time in life is over, I look forward to seeing you again. Love, your daughter. So, I honestly didn't know if I was even going to make it through that letter without breaking down, but this day is just like really hard, and it's taught me that you want to spend every single second with your loved ones that you can, because time is precious and life is short. And you know, like the last time I saw my father, it was on Christmas, and I explained in the letter to my dad, I could sense it because he couldn't even walk more than a block because he had to have surgery, and he died before he could make it to surgery for his leg, and it was basically life-threatening, which is why he needed surgery for it. But you know, even if he did have surgery, I can never tell if he would have been alive a lot longer, or if it would even made a difference in how much longer till he would have died. But this day is just like always hard for me, and people always tell me, you know, your dad would be so proud of you, and I know he would. I know he really would. But I actually think of him in spirit, as if he is around me sometimes. But, you know, for those of you who haven't experienced death by a loved one, or by a friend, or by someone you know very well, like, I hope to God you guys don't have to experience that anytime soon, because it is really hard. And like I said, I don't ever actually move on from it. I just learned to live without him, and I hope you guys in the future will know that, because you can never move on from a death. If anybody ever tells you, why haven't you moved on already? You can't move on. You just learn to live without them, and you just try and keep their memory alive. But thank you guys for watching. I just kind of want to air out how I felt, you know. And I will be broadcasting a game next week when I'm obviously in a better mental state, because today is not a good day for my mental state. So thank you guys, and have a good day. Okay, bye.